Good morning, student. Hope all of you are safe and sound at home. So, let's begin with our first chapter of mathematics, which is real numbers. Okay. So, before going to the chapter, we must have to understand that how many types of number we are having. Okay. So, first of all, we are having natural numbers, which are also called counting numbers, which starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay. And the whole number, if you will be adding a 0 with the natural numbers, you will be getting a whole number set. Okay. So next are integers. Okay. If you will be adding minus numbers with the whole numbers, you will be getting a group of integers. Rational numbers, when you will be adding the fractional numbers, fractional, whether they are positive or negative. Okay, so you will be getting a series of, or you can say a group of rational numbers. Okay, so here, since we are having a topic real numbers, so real numbers are what? Real numbers, a group of rational number and irrational number together, okay, will be called real numbers. Last year you have studied about rational number and irrational numbers. Okay, so let me recall at once. Okay, rational numbers are those which can be expressed in the form of p upon q, where p and q are integers and q does not equals to 0, that you have studied last year in the 9th class. Okay, and irrational numbers are those whose decimal expansion was non-terminating, non-repeating. Okay, these were what? These were irrational numbers. So if you will uh, together take a rational number and irrational number, okay, so it will give you a group of real numbers. Okay, so let's start with our theorem. First, 1.1, it is very important theorem in the 10th class mathematics, because sometimes in the CBSE examination they ask directly the Euclid's division lemma. Okay, in 1 marks it can be there, okay, in the question paper, so get it thoroughly. So the lemma says, given positive integers a and b, there exist unique integers q and r satisfying a is equals to bq plus r, where r is greater than equals to 0 and less than b. Okay, so this is a simple division lemma that you have studied in 6th class and 5th class maybe, where it says dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder, that you have studied in the junior classes. Okay, so let's take an example. Let's say we are having a 10. Okay, 10 as a dividend we are having, so we will be dividing it with 3, so you will be dividing it 3 3s are 9, and you will give a subtraction and you will be getting a remainder 1. So let's check it if the multiplication of divisor and quotient plus remainder gives you dividend or not. Okay, so here divisor is 3, the one who divides, it's called divisor. Okay, quotient, okay, the result of division will be called the quotient, and the remainder is 1. So let's make it. Divisor is 3, quotient is 3 again, okay, and remainder is 1 plus 1. So 3 3s are 9 plus 1, which it is 10, which gives us our dividend. Okay, so this is the same thing. Okay, here it is represented in a simple form. Okay, a is equals to bq plus r. Here a is a dividend, b is a divisor, q is our quotient, plus r is remainder. Okay, so this thing is very much important. Okay, which says the value of remainder will always be less than divisor. So b is what? Divisor. So value of remainder will always be less than divisor. Okay, and it can vary, means 0 to the value of divisor. So make it very clear in your mind, because this will be applied in the later questions. Okay, so now we are having another topic, finding HCF using Euclid's division lemma. Okay, so how we will use the Euclid division lemma to find out the HCF of any given two numbers. Okay, so let's check it. So here we are having two numbers, 4052 and 12576. Okay, we have to find the HCF, okay, of these two numbers by Euclid's division lemma. So 12556, wait, all of you know how to find out HCF. So in the simple manner as you were doing previously, 12576, 4052. In the earlier classes you were doing it with the division method, the finding of HCF. Okay, so how you were doing? So at first I have to divide it with this. Okay, so 3 so you will be getting what? 3 2 just 6. Okay, 5 3 is 15, 4 3 is 12. So how much you will be getting? 0, a 2 and a 4. Okay, so this is the remainder. See, now you check it how we have performed it in the division lemma, using the division lemma. See, this is the divisor, so we have kept it in the place of divisor. This is the quotient, we have kept it in the place of quotient. See, this is the remainder, we have kept it in the place of remainder. Okay, and this was the dividend, so we have kept it in the place of dividend. Now we will divide it again. Okay, so how many times? It will go on in 9 times. So 0, 9 to the 18, 1 carry, 9 4 the 36 and 37. So 2 and 7 and 2. So this is our remainder. Now check it again. So this is our divisor, so we have taken it as divisor. Now the remainder becomes the divisor this time. Okay, now the divisor become the dividend. Okay, so 4052, okay, divided by 420, and it goes 9 times, so you got this. Okay, and remainder you get it 272. So here it is, the remainder, divisor, quotient and dividend. Is that okay for all of you? So now what we have to do, we have to divide 420, okay, by 272, and it will go on one time obviously. So 272, 10 minus 2 8, and 4 and 1. Okay, now again same thing you can see here, dividend 420, divisor 272, 1 quotient and remainder 148. Okay, so now 272 will be our dividend. Similarly, see, in the next step here, 272 is what? Dividend. 148 is what? Divisor. Okay, so now divide it one time obviously. Okay, so here 1 is our what? Quotient, and you will be getting a remainder as 124. So now 148, how many times? One time obviously. So 124, you will be getting a 24 as a remainder. So now 124 here. So in the similar manner you can see 148 is our dividend, 124 divisor, 1 is quotient and 24 is remainder. Okay, now this 24 becomes what? 24 becomes the divisor, and this 124 becomes the dividend. Okay, now how many times? It will go on 5 times. Okay, and 5 times it will give you 4 5 is 20, 5 2 is 10 to 12. Okay, so you will be having a remainder 4. See, remainder is 4. dividend dividend is 124, divisor is 24, and quotient is 5. Now divide that 4 with the 24, so you'll be getting what? 4 6 24, easy it is, and you will be getting a 0 as a remainder. Okay, so till you get a 0 as a remainder, you will go on dividing again and again so that you can get the SCF. Now what is the SCF? This is the SCF. Similarly, in this division lemma, you can get 4 as your HCF. So you must be having a knowledge how to devise this division in the form of the division lemma, because if in the examination the examiner asks to find the SCF with the help of Euclid's division lemma, you have to use the Euclid's division lemma. Okay, so you cannot go otherwise, means this method you cannot show there. Okay, so you have to show always in the form of this. Okay, hope you all of you understood. Okay, now come to the exercise 1.1, the question number first. HCF of 135 and 225. Similarly, mind one thing always, that always the greater number will be divided, okay, and the smaller number will divide. So 135 divides it one time, okay, so 135, so you will be getting what? 0. And how much remainder? 90. Oh, again 135, so one time, obviously, so you will be getting a 45. So now 90, 45 to the 90. So here similarly you have divided this 225 with 135 and got a question 1 and a remainder 90, and you have shown this division in the form of Euclid's division lemma, and so on. So similarly you got a HCF of these two as 45. So in the simple manner we'll do it like this only. Okay, we'll not use this this method. Okay, so 225 divided by 135, how many times? One time, and you got a remainder 90. Okay, now this divisor will become the dividend and this remainder will become the divisor. Okay, so 91 is 90. Okay, remainder is 45. Now again this divisor will become the dividend and this remainder will become the divisor. Now 45 to the 90, and you will be getting a remainder as 0. Now HCF of these two numbers is 45. Okay, so now come to the second question. Here you have got a number 38,220 and you will be dividing it with 196. So mind one thing always, you will keep on dividing till then you got a remainder less than the divisor. I am repeating again, you will keep on dividing till then you get a remainder less than divisor, means a remainder must be less than divisor. That you have to understand. Okay, and keep it in mind. So this example shows us the exactly same thing. Okay, so 196, when you will be dividing 38,220 by 196, you will keep on dividing, because always when you divide it with the numbers, okay, the remainder comes more than 196, so that's why we keep on dividing. Okay, till then we got a 0. So since in the first step it is divided fully, so what is the HCF? HCF will be 196. Always keep in mind that always divisor will be the HCF, not the quotient. So now come to the next example. HCF of 867 and 255. So 867 as dividend we will be using, 255 as divisor we will be using. 3 times it will go on dividing. Okay, 3 times, and you will be getting a remainder 102. Now this becomes what? Dividend. The divisor becomes the dividend and the remainder becomes the divisor. Now 2 times 204, and it will give you a remainder 51. So now 102 will come here and 51 will come here. So 51 twos are 102. So you will get a remainder as 0. So HCF of these two will be 51. Okay. So these were some of the question to find out the HCF, and the examination also they ask it. Now some of the question which you can say as theoretical more than numerical, okay, but they are important. Okay, why? Because in the examination also we have seen too many times that these kind of question were asked. Okay, so what is the second number of question? It says show that any positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5 where q is some integer. Okay, I am repeating, any positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. So for that we have to choose a positive integer. So let a be any positive integer, and here since you have to show it is in the form of 6q plus 1. So what is the divisor? So all of you can see this is a division lemma form. See, 6q plus 1 bq plus r. So what is the divisor? See, divisor is what? 6, and remainder is what? 1. Okay, q is same. So already the division lemma they have explained. Okay, so divisor root what? 6. So let a be any positive integer that you have assumed. Here b is equals to 6 obviously, okay, because it is already given in the question. So accordingly, according to the division lemma, the value of r, the remainder value, will vary from 0 to 6. Okay, so because this was the important statement that I have told you already, that the value of r will always be less than the divisor and will be greater than equals to 0. Okay, so in the similar manner we have taken the value of remainder in this case will be less than 6 and will be greater than equals to 0, means from 0 to 6 it will vary. Okay, so since we are not having a equals to sign in this side, so the 6 will not be included. Okay, so less than 6 will be included, that is 5 will be included. Okay, why? Because we are talking about integers. Okay, now r is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, between 0 to 6. So by the Euclid's division lemma, if you will be taking r is equals to 0, okay, r is equals to 0, if you will be taking for r is equals to 0, so all of you know what the Euclid's division lemma is. A is equals to bq plus r. If I will be having a r is equals to 0, I will be putting a r is equals to 0 over here in the place of r. Okay, so b is 6, q is as it is, and r is 0. So what I will be having, a is equals to 6q is equals to 2 into 3q. Okay, that means if one number is getting divided by 2, it will be called a even integer. Okay, so simple is that it is. Now for r is equals to 1, that means you will be putting in place of r, you will be putting 1. In place of b, you are already having 6. Okay, so it will become 6q plus 1. Okay, so it will be obviously an odd integer. Why? Let's say you are having an even integer 2. If you will be adding a 1 to it, okay, what you will be getting? An odd integer obviously. Okay, so in the same manner it is. Okay, since it is an even integer, so by adding 1 to it, you will be getting an odd integer. Now for r is equals to 2, when you will be taking r is equals to 2, you will be putting r is equals to 2 over here. Okay, b is 6 already, so 6q plus 2 it will become. Now take 2 as common, since it is divided by 2, I can divide it by 2. No? See, 2, 3 cube plus 1 divided by 2. So what is the answer? 3 cube plus 1. That means it is divided by 2. It means it is a even integer similarly. Now for r is equals to 3, similarly it will become a odd integer. Okay. So you can take a 3 as common, but it will become surely a odd integer. Okay, because it is not divided, even then it is not divided by 2. Okay, because for the even integer it must be divided by 2. Okay, that's the simple fact you know already. Okay, now for r is equals to 4, a is equals to 6 cube plus 4. Take 2 as common in both of them. Okay, so you will be getting 3 cube plus 2. So now this is divided by 2. Obviously you will be getting a even integer. Now for r is equals to 5, you will be getting a odd integer obviously. Okay, so since we are having limited value of r as 0 to 5, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have got some of them as odd integer and some of them as even integer. So let's check what are the odd integers. So odd integer, first one is what? 6 cube plus 1. Odd integer second is what? 6 cube plus 3. Odd integer third is what? 6 cube plus 5. And that is in the question already, that you have to express positive odd integer in the form of 6 cube plus 1, 6 cube plus 3 and 6 cube plus 5, means 6 cube plus 1 or 6 cube plus 3 or 6 cube plus 5. So every positive odd integer can be expressed in the form of 6 cube plus 1, see, 6 cube plus 3 odd and 6 cube plus 5 odd. Okay, so this is the end of the second question. So let's go on to the third question now. So the third question says, an army contingent of 616 members is to march behind an army band of 32 members in a parade. The two groups are to march in the same number of columns. What is the maximum number of columns in which they can march? Okay, so as it says right away that maximum number of columns, maximum, okay, highest common factor. Okay, so because the column of the band of 32 members and army of 616 members, okay, this is the band of 32 members and army of 616 members, must be having the same column, same number of column they must be having. Okay, so what you have to take? Obviously the highest common factor. Okay, in that highest common factor you can arrange them. Okay, in the means whatever the highest common factor you get after the answer, okay, in that number of column you can arrange them. Okay, 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column, 5 column, similarly, okay, you can arrange them. So for that you have to find out HCF obviously. So this is a little bit tricky. So HCF of 616 and 32 you have to find out. So by the division lemma obviously we'll be doing it. Okay, 616 is our dividend, 32 is the divisor, and it will divide it 19 times and you will be getting a remainder as 8. Okay, so now 32 will become the divisor, will become the dividend, and the remainder will become the divisor. So 8 4s are 32. So now what 8 is our HCF, means you can arrange them in 8 columns, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 8 band members, 8 band members, okay, means 4 rows of band members, and after that army members will be there, okay, in the 4 columns. Now there is a next question. Use Euclid's division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer is either of the form of 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m. Okay, so similar question it is as the previous one, as the second one question. Okay, so what he is saying, mind it at first clearly. Okay, so a square of any positive integer. So let's take a positive integer a. Now here, since he has said already that you have to show it in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. Okay, so what will be our divisor? So here you can see it, this is the division lemma, this is also division lemma, bq plus r, and it is also bq plus r. So b is what? 3 obviously. In the two case, in the both of the cases you got b as 3 obviously, and r in this case you have got as 0, and in this case r you have got as 1. So so b is what? 3. So according to the division lemma, the value of r will vary from 0 to 3. Okay, since b is 3, so possible value of r will be 0, 1 and 2. So for r is equals to 0, use the division lemma, a is equals to bq plus r. B is what? 3, q plus r is what? First one r, 0, so you will be taking as 0, so it will become 3q, obviously. So square it. Squaring it, why we are squaring it? Because he has said in the question that show that the square of any positive integer. Okay, that's why we are squaring. Okay, so a square will become 9q square, and that is 3 into 3q square, obviously. Now this you can take it as m. Okay, that means it is a multiple of m, that we are saying. Okay, so a square become 3m. Okay, so for this is the for the r is equals to 0. Now for r is equals to 1, a is equals to 3q plus 1, squaring both sides. Obviously a square is equals to 3q plus 1 whole square. Okay, so a plus b whole square is what? A square plus b square plus 2ab. So a square, that is 9q square, b square, that is 1 square, and plus 2ab, 2 into 3q into 1, that is 6q. Okay, so a square is equals to 9q square plus 6q plus 1. Okay, interchange the places. Now take 3 as common in both the terms. Okay, so it will become 3q square plus 2q. So now take this term as m. So it becomes a square is equals to 3m plus 1. Okay, now for r is equals to 2, a square, a is equals to 3q plus 2. Okay, remainder is 2, divisor is 3, obviously. By division lemma it is okay. So squaring both the side, a square is equals to 3q plus 2 whole square. So what you will be getting? So you will be getting a square is equals to again a plus b whole square, since it is 3q plus 2 whole square. So you will be getting a 3q whole square plus 2 square plus 2 into 3q into 2. So what you will be getting? A 9q square plus the multiplication of these 3 as 12q, the 2 square as 4. Okay, so now this 4 you can arrange it as 3 plus 1. So now take 3 as common in these 3 terms. So you will be getting a 3q square plus 4q plus 1. You have taken 3 as common. Okay, so it will become what? M. It will become m. So now it is what? 3m plus 1. So that means square of any positive integer. He is saying this time any. He is not saying this is odd or even. Any positive integer. So square of any positive integer can be in the form of 3m plus 1. Okay, and here also 3m plus 1. This was asked in the question. The square of any positive integer is in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. So this is the end of the fourth question. Now the last one question. This is not too much important, but since you are doing a question of this series, okay, so it is another one. So let a be any at first the question, use Euclid's division lemma to show that the cube of any positive integer. Now this time you have to do the cube. Okay, since he is saying it is in the question that you have to do the cube. Okay, so cube of any positive integer is of the form of 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. So let's see. So at first, similar, you have to take any positive integer. Let a be any positive integer. So it is our positive integer. Now since he has said already that it is of the form of 9m or 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. So what is our divisor? Divisor is 9. Okay, what is our divisor? Divisor is 9. All of us, we know that what is the division lemma? A is equals to bq plus r. So b is what? 9 this time. Okay, so b is 9. By division lemma, all of you know the value of r will vary from 0 to b. So that is 0 to 9. Okay, so the possible value of r will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 till 8. Okay, so that means you have to check it for r is equals to 0 to r is equals to 8 you have to check, and every time you will be doing the cube. Okay, so it is a little bit lengthy question, so we'll not do it, means the whole question will not do it, okay, because not very much important from the point of view of examination, because this type of lengthy question they don't ask. But since you are doing a question of this series, so it's another one, so that you can have an instinct that how to solve this kind of questions. Okay, so for till r is equals to 2 we'll be doing it, okay, and after that we'll write it as so on. Okay, so for r is equals to 0, first one, so since you know a is equals to bq plus r again, okay, b is what 9, r is what 0, so it will become 9q. Okay, so a is equals to 9q plus 0, that is 9q. Now take cube of both sides, so a cube will become 9 cube is 729. Okay, cube. Now take 9 as common, so it will become 81 q cube. Now it will become what, 9m. So since you have taken m as 81 q cube, so it is in the form of 9m. Now for r is equals to 1, in the similar manner, a is equals to bq plus r, bq plus r, okay, r is 1, so 9q plus 1, a is equals to 9q plus 1. Now take cube, a cube is equals to 9q plus 1 whole cube. So all of you know a plus b whole cube formula, a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Okay, so 9q cube will give you 729q cube plus 1 plus square, and multiplication of it will give you 243q square plus this one plus 9 3s are 27q. Okay, so again 1 we will isolate it, okay, at the last, and other will arrange it accordingly. Okay, so 729q cube plus 243q square plus 27q plus 1. So now take 9 as common in the whole term. Okay, so you will be getting 81q cube plus 27q square plus 3q, okay, plus 1. So this is what, this is m. So a cube will become 9m plus 1 this time, because we had taken m is equals to 81q cube plus 27q square plus 3q. Okay, now a cube will become what, 9m plus 1 for r is equals to 1. So now r is equal, for r is equals to 2, a is equals to 9q plus 2, obviously, because division lemma it says it, a is equals to b q plus r is 2, b is 9, so a cube will become 9q plus 2 whole cube. Again a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3a b square. So 9q whole cube plus 2 cube plus into plus 3 into 9q whole square into 2 plus 3 into 9q into 2 square. So it will become 739q cube plus 8 plus 486q square. The multiplication of these, 9 square is 81, 81 into 3 into 2 gives you 486, and the multiplication of 3 into 9 into 4 gives you 108q. Again 8 you will be isolating at the last, so now it will become 729q cube, okay, plus 486q square plus 108q plus 8. Okay, now take 9 as common in the whole term, so 9 you will be taking as common, it will become 81q cube, 54q square and 12q, okay, plus 8. So take this term as m, this term as m you will be taking here. M is equals to 81q cube, this thing, okay, so it will become 9m plus 8, okay, and so on till r is equals to 8, means for r is equals to 3, for r is equals to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, till then you will be doing and you will be getting the same answer. Okay, that means you will be getting either a 9m or a 9m plus 1 or a 9m plus 8. Okay, so hence, so since it is a lengthy question and it is not that much important from the point of view of examination, so we are not doing it completely. So we will be writing just a so on till r is equals to 8. If some of you want to do it, you can complete it. Okay, so hence cube of any positive integer is of the form of 9m, 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. Okay, so this is the end of the first exercise. Stay tuned for the second one exercise.